According to U.S. Pacific Air Forces, U.S. B-52 bomber flew near contested islands in the South China Sea on Monday. Statement from U.S. Pacific Air Forces stated, two B-52H Stratofortress bombers took off from Andersen Air Force Base, Guam, and participated in routine training missions, March 4, 2019. The statement added, one bomber conducted training in the vicinity of the South China Sea before returning to Guam, while the other conducted training in the vicinity of Japan in coordination with the U.S. Navy and alongside our Japanese Air Force counterparts before returning to Guam. It's to be noted that both flights were part of U.S. Pacific Command's long-standing Continuous Bomber Presence missions. Continuous Bomber Presence ensure that U.S. bomber fleet is always in a state of readiness. China claims most of the South China Sea. It says that it has indisputable sovereignty over the very important area. Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan have disputed these claims. China has ignored others' claims and has been rapidly building military infrastructure in the different islands in the region. To know more, viewers can check the video on the above card. China even wants all the ships and aircraft in the region to identify themselves to its military. The U.S. routinely sends bombers in the vicinity of the South China Sea to assert the freedom of navigation, but this was the first involving a nuclear-capable B-52 since November. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why China should fear an American B-52 bomber's presence in the South China Sea. Let's get started. The Boeing B-52 Stratofortress is an American long-range, subsonic, jet-powered strategic bomber. The B-52 was designed and built by Boeing, which has continued to provide support and upgrades. It's been operated by the United States Air Force since the 1950s. Superior performance at high subsonic speeds and relatively low operating costs have kept the B-52 in service despite the advent of more advanced aircraft, including the variable geometry B-1B Lancer and the stealth B-2 Spirit. After being upgraded between 2013 and 2015, it's supposed to serve into the 2040s. The B-52s are expected to reach the end of their service lives by 2045 and be replaced by B-21 Raiders. B-52 is powered by Pratt & Whitney turbojet engines. The 8 engines of the B-52 are paired in pods and suspended by 4 pylons beneath the forward of the wing's leading edge. It has a typical combat range of more than 8,800 miles or 14,080 kilometers without aerial refueling. The massive range enables B-52 to take on strategic bombing missions. The powerful engines also enable B-52 to carry up to 70,000 pounds or 32,000 kilograms of weapons, which is significantly higher than 50,000 pounds payload capacity of B-2 Spirit and B-1B bomber. The B-52 is capable of carrying both conventional as well as nuclear weapons. The ability to carry up to 20 AGM-69 SRAM nuclear missiles was added to G and H models starting in 1971. To further improve B-52's offensive capability, U.S. military planners decided to induct a more potent air-launched cruise missile to replace the AGM-69 SRAM. After testing of both the Air Force-backed Boeing AGM-86 and the Navy-backed General Dynamics AGM-109 Tomahawk, the AGM-86B was selected for operation for the B-52. A total of 194 B-52 Gs and Hs were modified to carry AGM-86s, carrying 12 missiles on underwing pylons, with 82 B-52Hs further modified to carry another 8 missiles on a rotary launcher fitted in the bomb bay. The AGM-86 is a subsonic air-launched cruise missile. This missile was developed to increase the effectiveness and survivability of the Boeing B-52 bomber, as the missile can be fired from standoff ranges. In combination, the missile dilutes an enemy's forces and complicates air defense of its territory. All variants of the AGM-86 missile are powered by a Williams F-107 turbofan jet engine that propels it at sustained subsonic speeds and can be launched from aircraft at both high and low altitudes. The missile deploys its folded wings, tail services, and engine inlet after launch. Sophisticated guidance makes the missile very accurate. It has a range of 1,100 to 2,400 kilometers depending on variant. This enables the B-52 to launch it far off from the target. As stated earlier, a single B-52 can launch up to 20 of these missiles. Hence, an enemy force could have to counterattack more than one missile at a time, making them very difficult to intercept. The enemy's defenses are further hampered by the missile's small size and low-altitude flight capability, which makes them difficult to detect on radar and intercept. The missile deploys W-80 thermonuclear warhead. The W-80 is a thermonuclear warhead in the U.S. nuke stockpile with a variable yield of between 5 and 150 kilotons of TNT. It's specifically designed to be used by AGM-86 as well as the BGM-109 Tomahawk. It's essentially a modification of the widely deployed B-61 weapon, which forms the basis of most of the current U.S. stockpile. The W-80 is a powerful asset. To give viewers a perspective, here's a comparison. Trinity test in New Mexico in July 1945, which led the world into the nuclear age, had a yield of 20 kilotons. Hiroshima's Little Boy bomb had a yield of 13 to 18 kilotons, whereas Nagasaki's Fat Man bomb had a yield of 20 to 22 kilotons of TNT. Depending on the variant G or H, B-52 will be able to launch 12 or 20 of these W-80 warheads carried by AGM-86 missiles. This means a single aircraft has a destructive capability of 12 times 150. That's 1,800, or 20 times 150, that is 3,000 kilotons of TNT. That's enough to obliterate a huge part of landmass.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.